So I posted a video in the past talking about every single race that's inside of Blox Fruits. Today I'm gonna specifically talk about the Draco race, as it's entirely different than every other race in the game. So without further ado, let's get straight into the Draco race. Now to start, the Draco race is specifically a 3rd C race. However, you can start the process of actually getting the Draco race in 2nd C, as you need to have the Dragon Breath fighting style at mastery level 400. You can get Dragon Breath from Sabi, which can be found relatively close to the cafe, and cost 1,500 fragments. However, if you don't end up starting this process in 2nd C, you can still do it in 3rd C. Just come to the Sea Castle, and Sabi can be found right here. Once you have Dragon Breath, you'll then need to come to the Haunted Castle and talk to the Death King. Spend 50 bones in order to get a random surprise, which that random surprise will then have a small chance to give you Fire Essence, which is needed in order to get Dragon Talent. Now, once you have mastery level 400 or higher on Dragon Breath, as well as a Fire Essence, bring it to Hydra Island and talk to Uzoth. Uzoth will then allow you to learn Dragon Breath for 3 million money and 5,000 fragments. Once you have Dragon Talent, you'll then need to raise that fighting style's mastery up to level 500. Upon doing so, you'll gain access to the Dojo Trainer, which can be found right next to Uzoth inside of the Dragon Temple. The Dojo Trainer will give you a long set of quests that you'll need to complete in order to learn the Draco race. The first belt you obtain is the White Belt, which in order to do, you'll need to defeat 20 NPCs that are around your level. So if you're close to max level like me, you'll have to come to Tiki Outpost and fight the Skull Slayers or the Serpent Hunters. Now for the Yellow Belt, you'll have to defeat 5 sea entities. Now, this isn't sea events, so you're not going out to danger level whatever and doing the sea events like sea beasts or terror sharks. You're simply killing the entities such as sharks or piranhas. You only need to defeat 5 of these, so this one's actually really easy. Next is the Orange Belt, which you can obtain by simply trading with another player. That's all you have to do. Do a simple trade. It can be a really low tier trade, it can be a really high tier trade. It doesn't really matter what you're trading, as long as you trade with another player, you'll obtain the Orange Belt. Also, something I should mention is once you obtain the Orange Belt, you won't be able to do the next set of quests for 12 real life hours. So come back after about a day, and then you'll be able to do the next parts of the quest. Now for the Green Belt, you'll have to travel out to Danger Sea level 4, 5, or 6 and survive inside of it for about 3 to 5 minutes. The timing's a little off sometimes, but doing 5 minutes normally pretty much guarantees this belt, so try and do it for 5 minutes. You don't have to fight any of the sea events that you encounter. You can simply just keep moving on. As long as you are within sea danger level 4, 5, or 6, you'll obtain the Green Belt. Now for the Blue Belt, all you have to do is pick up a dropped fruit and give it back to that person by dropping it again. This is actually a pretty easy one to do. All you have to do is go to, say, Turtle Mansion, grab a random fruit, drop it, get someone to pick it up, drop it, and then pick it up and drop it again. Super simple. It's not as complicated as some people like to make this belt, but that is how you obtain the Blue Belt. Now the Purple Belt. The Purple Belt you have to go and kill 3 elite pirates for. If you don't know what an elite pirate is, go over to Sea Castle and talk to the elite hunter, and they will tell you the location of an elite pirate. Now the elite pirates have a 15-minute cooldown, so it's best to server hop to do this quest. So for me, Urban, which is an elite pirate, is at Hydra Island. So I'll head back over to Hydra Island, throw on Instinct, and look around for Urban. Now, one thing to note about the elite pirates is they can spawn all over whatever island they're on, so make sure you're looking around. For me, Urban happened to spawn right next to the giant waterfall that's at Hydra Island. Kill 3 of these and you'll obtain the purple belt. Now, similar to the orange belt, the purple belt will also have a 12-hour timer attached to it. So once you obtain the purple belt, wait about a day and then you can start obtaining the last set of belts. Now, the red belt, once you've waited the 12 hours, is the next belt in line. The red belt can be gotten simply by defeating a terror shark or doing a rumbling water sea event, which is 3 sea beasts at one time. In all honesty, the terror shark one's probably a little bit easier to do, but rumbling waters is a little more common, so as long as you do one of the two, you'll obtain the red belt. Also, upon obtaining the red belt, you'll gain access to the Dragon Hunter, which you can then hunt, craft, and do gacha with. Go ahead and do a couple hunts, and then press craft, because you will need this volcanic magnet in order to obtain the final belt, which is the Master's Belt, aka the Black Belt. As I mentioned, the final belt is the Black Belt, and you will need to go to a prehistoric island and complete the prehistoric event. From there, you'll need to obtain at least 4 dinosaur bones. So if you're doing this with a friend, make sure they save you those 4 dinosaur bones in order to get this belt. Now, once you have every single belt and you've completed all the quests that the dojo trainer has asked you, you can come over to the Dragon Wizard and learn the ability Dragon Tether. This allows you to gain dragon eggs from the prehistoric island. Now, in order to obtain a dragon egg from the prehistoric island, you will need to keep the relic's health at 90% or higher in order to obtain a dragon egg by the end of the event. The dragon's eggs are by person, so everyone there with Dragon Tether, a dragon egg will spawn for the amount of people that are there. Unlike the dinosaur bones, you don't have to worry about them being stolen by other players. Once you obtain a singular dragon egg, you can come back to the Dragon Wizard and talk to him in order to obtain the Draco race. Now that you have stage 1 of Draco, let's talk about what it does. The first phase of Draco allows you to have an 5% increase on health, a 5% increase on damage reduction, as well as a 5% increase on melee damage. In order to get version 2 of the Draco race, you'll need to provide the Dragon Wizard with 5 fire flowers that can be gotten by killing NPCs and picking them up off of the ground, as well as 1 million money in order to unlock the stage 2. Now, the stage 2 adds a bunch of buffs: speed boost, dash boost, there's a little bit of a flight to it, and there's also a ground pound when you flash step. Now, in order to get version 3 of Dragon, you'll have to kill a terror shark and head back to the Dragon Wizard. You'll then have to pay 3 million money in order to get version 3 of Draco. However, the buffs from Draco are very good. You gain an increase on the little flight that you get from the dragon wings, and you gain a slightly larger and more powerful ground pound. You also gain the ability Primordial Rain, which increases your attack speed, your overall speed, your defense, and your damage. It also applies to teammates, so using it increases you and your stats. Well, now you know how to get the Draco race and everything that's involved with it. There is a V4 of the Draco race. However, that process is very long and tedious, so I'm going to make a separate video on that. Also, next week I will be making my V4 for all the basic races, so stay tuned for that video. That one's taking a while to make because getting a mirror fractal and then a blue gear and all the other stuff. But either way, that video will be out next week, so stay tuned for that one. And then Draco V4, I'll try and get that one out the week after. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful though, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.